Hey y'all, I just put that flourless chocolate cake that's so decadent into the oven. I'm videoing it. It has to sit in the refrigerator overnight, so I know. But anyway, it's in the oven, and I thought while it's baking, I'm going to get on here and answer some of the questions and comments, comment back to you because I miss y'all on some of the comments I got on YouTube when we walked down to the chicken coop just yesterday and we gathered eggs to put in this chocolate cake. It takes 9 eggs because that's what makes all the volume and the rising in there. So y'all enjoyed it so much, and y'all sent me such sweet comments. I thought we would just do that for while we're waiting on that cake. Y'all see, I really need to be washing dishes down here in my Canon kitchen for my chocolate, but I'll get to that later, right? I know. I miss y'all. So let's see what we've got. The first one comes from Tracy Cosby, I believe. You know, on YouTube, you have to kind of guess what the name is. It says, prayers for your dad, and thank you so very much. And I can tell that he's getting better and better. She says, I lost mine 6 years ago, and I miss him dearly. And I bet you do. My husband had a stroke last summer, and being a full-time caregiver as well as trying to work full-time and deal with Social Security is hard. Goodness gracious alive. Bless your heart. We all have so much we have to deal with. It's just amazing. Um, you do learn to just get up and put on your big girl britches and do what needs doing. Amen, girl. I'm going to give you a high five because that's the truth. God will provide. If he brings you to it, he'll bring you through it. And that is the truth. Thank you so much for that. Um, he gives me strength every day to do what is needed. And my prayers for you. And I also enjoy watching your videos. Tracy, that is the sweetest little comment. I pinned it to the top because it just brought tears to my eyes when I read it. I'm praying for you. You got a lot on your plate as well. And I'm so sorry for your loss as well. And you just really touched my heart with this comment. So thank you so much for it. And thank you for lifting me up. You've got your plate full and you got on here and made me feel better. And I really, really thank you for that from the bottom of my heart. I truly do. Next, says Amy, I've been where you are in taking care of a parent or two and having to work and deal with everyday life, right? A friend told me a simple truth. God will give you the strength you need when you need it. She was so right. You're in my prayers for rest, peace, focus, and strength. And I thank you so very much. All I know is your name is CHAR8A291. Char. So thank you so much for that. That's so uplifting and encouraging. And I can't thank you enough. I really cannot. Now y'all see why I want to read these. They're so sweet. I like how you've learned the little joy of labor, says Patricia Mountain. And I love that phrase, joy of labor. I had never heard that before. When I read that, you too brought tears to my eyes. Thank you so much. She said, you just smile and do what needs doing. Love that adorable Canon kitchen too. Thank you. Thanks for sharing your chickens and crickets. She's a good farm kitty, and those eggs were beautiful, and they don't get much fresher. You're living the good life, Amy. Yes, I am, Patricia. Thank you so much. And you're right, and I learned, years ago I would fret and I would dread what all I had to do, just dread and dread and dread. And I learned through sheer stubbornness that doing all that drains all your energy, and you need that energy to get through all that. So I just pray to God and say, God, I'm sorry that I'm dreading. I'm sorry. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. I'm constantly giving it to God, and he takes it from me, and then I just concentrate on my energy into what I've got to do. And so I thank you that you call that the joy of labor. I love that phrase, and I thank you so much for sharing that with me. That's beautiful, and that's what we've got to do. We've got to keep that positive spirit with what we have to face, know what we're facing, but we've got to keep that good attitude. Have y'all ever done that? Just what you're facing is so dreadful that you just are focusing on the dreadfulness of it, and you realize you have no strength. I've done that a million times over in the past, and I just learned out of sheer survival that I got to quit that, you know. So thank you for that. Joy of labor. I love it, Patricia. Tina says, Amy, don't wear yourself out. And I just love it when you take us out and show us the animals. You be careful out there by yourself. Lots of woods around you. Yeah, and I am out here by myself a lot of times. And thank you so much, Tina. Um, I'll try not to wear myself but I'm really bad about doing that. I'll think I'll do a little more, a little more, a little more. Then I'll get those migraines and they throw me in the bed for a day. And then I realize, yeah, this is the only reason I'm stopping. It's like God or my body's like, no more, you know. So I'm just a hard head like that. And you tickle me when you said that, Tina. You said there's lots of woods out there. Be careful. Because my Aunt Jeannie, my daddy's little sister that I love like a big sister, she came out here years ago, and when she was leaving, it was getting dark, and I was here by myself because John worked straight graveyard at the chicken plant. It was me and the boys, and they were little, and so she was fixing to drive back to Texas for the night, and she looked at me and she said, Amy, are you gonna be okay out here by yourself? You know, it's getting dark and you're out here in the middle of nowhere. And I said, oh, yeah. But when I first moved out here, it was quite a culture shock because I lived in neighborhoods up in West Monroe, Louisiana. But I wouldn't change it for the world now. No, I wouldn't. So I'm going to be good. But thank you. Thank you for worrying about me. And I love the woods around me. I do. Cindy Collins, who is one of the sweetest dear hearts on here. She is always so good to me. She says, you are just a sweet little country woman. I immediately smile when I see a video of yours pop up. You make even trampling across a muddy field look fun. I am simply in awe of your wonderful attitude on life. Chickens produce some great looking eggs, girl. They do that for you because you are such a great caregiver. You and John Murray have a great weekend, even though I know it's probably a working weekend. Cindy, you say you smile when you see my videos. I always immediately get a smile on my face when I see your name and your comment because I know, I always say that I want you to be like my public relations person. You are just fantastic with your wording and you always lift me up and you amaze me with what you say and what a sweet dear friend. I bet everybody around you just adores you and loves you, and I bet you lift so many up, and I thank you for that, Cindy. You live in New Jersey. I know you order from my bestie in town from Brittany's Originals. She's told me that. And you're just a great person, and I thank God that you're in my life. So many of y'all, but Cindy, you're just always there for me, and I thank you so much for that, girl. You are a sweet, sweetheart. All right, Angel Horse Lady, it says, thank you for letting us visit with your pretty chickens. I sure wish that I were able to still keep some. I miss hearing them talking. Their little sounds have always been so soothing and relaxing to me. Love watching your videos. May God bless and take care. Thank you so much, Angel. That is so very sweet. And I'm sorry that you don't have chickens anymore because they are so sweet to hear the talking. I didn't till like the last 10 years, so I understand, and I bet one day I won't be able to have them either. So anyway, I'll try to take you out to mine as much as I can. How about that? Aunt Mommy's House says, love, love, love chickens. Thank you for taking us along. And girl, I knew exactly what you were saying when you talked about the Canon kitchen. I'm a southerner too, and I speak your language. Prayers for your daddy and for strength for you and your sister helping take care of him. Thank you so, so very much. That's sweet, 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 sweet. I can't thank you enough for it. And I'm glad you enjoyed the chickens. And I'm glad you like going out with me. I love taking y'all out with me. Lynn Burns says, I love when you take us outside and on y'all's beautiful farm, praying for your dad and you and your family as well. Again, I thank you so much, Lynn, for your prayers for my daddy. And I can tell it, like I say, he's getting to where he can get out of the bed with this walker and getting around in the house some. And so we're down to just one of us checking on him once a day and making sure he has something good to eat, and that he hasn't fallen again, and we stay there a few hours. So I thank you so much for that, because it's like okay, we breathe a little bit. I thank you. I can tell the prayers. And I've been telling my daddy, all of y'all are praying for him too. And so I know that is touching his heart. Kim Wright says, love chickens. My neighbor has 4. They come visiting us when there is no snow on the ground and they let them out. They know I buy cracked corn for them and they hear me filling the bird feeders with bird seed as their coop is right across the fence, my patio, off my kitchen. So they peek through the fence and I always talk to the girls. You are the sweetest neighbor. I always throw corn out for them, and now they hear me getting the feed. They come right to the door of my enclosed patio and wait for me. Yeah, they know. They know you're a good neighbor. You are a great neighbor to have. That is wonderful. And what a sweet little story. And I love when y'all share what y'all are doing. I love it. I love when y'all share with me. This says, Tracy Davis says, I love the love life you give your animals. I love listening to you talk to them. Tracy, that's funny, girl, because I didn't even realize I was talking to them on the camera with y'all. So I do. I talk to my animals, whether they can understand me or not. But I love talking with them. And I saw a light outside my window, and I'm down here in the dark. So I was like, who was that? I don't know. So anyway, that's why I keep looking around. Thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Tracy. I sure am. Judy Turner says, I would love to have a Canon kitchen for the storage space. Yes, that's what I love this for. What a neat concept. Fresh eggs from your own chickens would also be great. Amy, you are a blessed lady. Love to watch your fun videos. Hugs to your daddy. Thank you so much, Judy, and I will let my daddy know you said that. I am very blessed. I saw John's grandmother had a canning kitchen almost exactly where this one's sitting 30 years ago when I was dating John. I said, what is that? And he said, that's Mama's canning kitchen. And I thought, what? Oh my gosh, I never even dreamt of another kitchen to cook in and all your storage space. Y'all see, it looks cluttered, but it's got lots of canning items and I can just throw stuff out here. I can leave it a mess and I can have guests into the house and I've still got stuff to clean up out here. It's just an extra place. And it took me, I saw it 30 years ago. It took me 25 years, but I finally got one out here and I dearly love it. Now, what I loved about it, and I would have loved when the kids were little, I would have a mess, like I'd be making jelly or something for Christmas. I made all the teachers homemade gifts and things like that, cooking cookies and such. So I would have all this on the counter. Then I had to kind of scoot it and stack it up everywhere because I needed to start cooking like supper and things. So it would have been really nice to have. Now it's just John and me most of the time, but I still like it and I still appreciate it. But boy, when they were younger, that's when I really thought that. I was like, man, could I use a canning kitchen right now? But maybe some of y'all can get one a lot sooner than I did, but I'm thankful for having one now. I certainly am. And it still helps me like that. But boy, when the kids are little, it seems like you got this big mess in the kitchen and you really need to clean it up so you can do your regular life, So that's what I have this out here for my big mess in the kitchen. I sure do. And I love it too. Thank you for your comment. Let's see. Trudy Pettigrew, I think. Please don't forgive me for not getting your names right. It says, sometimes you just have to take care of yourself and your family. Don't feel guilty. We appreciate you for sharing the good recipes and your faith. Take care. Thank you so much. You are super sweet, and I appreciate that so much. I miss y'all desperately. This is what I want to do, is be on here with y'all, and I want to cook, and I want to share so much with y'all. So I thank you for being understanding and patient with me. I certainly do. Darling says, wow, all those eggs. You must have the healthiest, happiest chickens in the East. But that one chicken with the explosion of feathers on her head, LOL, so darn cute. I think my mom had a hat like that back in the 70s, right? I know. And that's what it looks like. She's got a hat on with tons of feathers, and it's just so cute, and I love it too. Thank you. I'm so glad you think it's so darn cute yourself. Um, and maybe they are the happiest ones, I don't know. But they're pretty rotten out here, they are. Miss Vicky Byington, she says I'm her adopted daughter. She calls herself Mama Vic to me, and I call her Mama Vic. Um, she says, "Hello, Miss Sunshine." She always starts it that way, and she lifts me up so much, and she is so sweet to me. And she is a dear soul in my life, and I thank God for her. She says, "So good to see you. Please know that we all know that family comes first." Sorry, I was checking that cake, Mama Vic. Um, I'm praying for your daddy and that he recovers soon. Thank you so much. Caregiving is very hard, regardless of how much we love the patient, and that's true. Um, I worry that you will get yourself all worn down. Well, we do what we do, right? I know. Um, where was I, Mama Vic? Praying for you, Ginger, and your daddy. And I thank you so much. And you keep up with all our names, and you just amaze me. You really do. And you lift me up so much. Do y'all hear our cake? Our cake timer's going off. Let me turn it off. It says, "Love watching your chicks following you for treats." I know, aren't they cute? Mama Vic says they're so cute. Anxious to see the video follow up. So sorry about your drafted old migraine. I know, I get those when I get overworked. They are mean things, and they are atrocious. I've had them since I was 10. They take care, and remember, take care of yourself and your family. Those of your YouTube family will still be right here. Thank you. Friends, don't leave because times get hard. Y'all see what a blessing she is to me. She always writes me like that. Always, always. And I thank God for her in my life. Thank you, Mama Vic. I love you. I do. Let me check that cake, guys, and I'm going to hop off here. I didn't get to near about read all y'all's comments, but y'all are just always so sweet. One of you, Karen, says y'all had 6 inches of snow yesterday, and you were saying you were so glad I had a 60-something degree day down here in Louisiana. I thank you. Woo, that's a lot of snow. But tonight it's 29, and it was 29 last night, and so it's cold again on us. That's how we do. We ride this roller coaster like that of weather. Um, but we had that one day, and I'm hanging on to that because it's just like hope, like we're gonna get back to that spring day again. So I thank you, and I thank all of y'all for being so patient with me and loving on me like y'all do. And I just wanted to answer a few of you right back, just to show you how much I do appreciate and love. And I'm sorry I couldn't get to all of you. And y'all be looking for that flourless chocolate cake. It's got to rest in the refrigerator overnight. And then we're going to get into it. Yes, we are. I love y'all, and I will see y'all soon.